Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who from a whole pack of Badgers. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got him in. He finds Sanders. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 9 carries, 87 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Hey, watch your leg. Good job right there. Spawn. No. Zebra.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told him,
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. 30. The 20. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On third down, it's Lewis. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Vikings going to signal for the first to their time. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Sanders. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Stop your whining. Tight end right. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Run left. Run left. Check. Reload. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. They run with Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to get me. Quick dash. Come. Show it up.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On second down now, it's Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Hey. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Now Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Ajayi. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Throwing is Wilson. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Wilson. He completes it to Jones. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Carson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the slam. 50 seconds. Mike, go ahead.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Complete. He finds Blaine. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Bridgewater. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.